Subscribe to this channel to learn the most efficient ways to maximize your muscle growth and recovery, enhance your body, and advance your mind, all using the latest science. Welcome to Castle's Corner. When performing strength exercises, it is important to differentiate between two main angles. These would be the angle at the joint and the angle between the weight and the moving organ. Every movement at the joint has one optimum angle, equaling maximum strength at the joint. Now, in order to rotate a bar around its axis, you will need to apply force. At which angle will the force rotate the bar most efficiently? When the force pulls the bar at a 0 degree or 180 degree, the bar does not actually rotate. When the force pulls the bar at a 90 degree angle to the bar, the entire force is transferred to rotating the bar. What happens at the angle between these two vectors? The bar does indeed rotate, but not at the same efficiency as at 90 degrees. At this angle, the force actually splits into two directions. There's a rotary component part of the force and the parallel component part of the force. We will now transfer what we learned to working with free weights and our own body. Now, the forearm is actually the bar. The weight is the force that pulls downwards. The force of the weight will always pull downwards. That is the force of gravity. Therefore, when the forearm is parallel to the ground, the angle between the force and the forearm is 90 degrees, which causes the force to pull and rotate the forearm in the most efficient manner. i.e., in this state, the elbow flexors work relatively strongly in order to resist the force that pulls downwards, or it is a maximum lever. When will the elbow flexors perform almost no work? When the dumbbell moves nearly perpendicular to gravity. 0% of the force contributes to rotation, 0% torque. In this state, the elbow flexors hardly exert themselves at all. This is due to gravity pulling straight down. The entire force will be passed to the organ at one angle only. That is the maximum lever, or when the forearm is parallel with the ground. At all other angles, we resist only part of the weight. Now, muscles can only work one way and one way only. That is to pull directly from insertion to origin, either efficiently or inefficiently, using concentric contractions, eccentric contractions, and if you pause during the movement, would be an isometric contraction. And of course, when the muscle relaxes. Now, to demonstrate this principle, here you can see basically an arm. However, it is just a demonstrational device. If this was actually the bicep, the muscle would connect much lower, such as this. As you can see, it is simply two levers moving. The bicep is two muscles, and they are simply contracting or lowering or isometrically holding. That's all a muscle can do, efficiently or inefficiently. Due to the placement of the muscle on the bone, the effectiveness of the muscle force in producing rotation is greatly influenced by the angle of pull. The angle of pull is the angle of the muscle's attachment relative to the bone. Not all of the force produced by the muscle is put to use in generating rotation of the bone. Now, this has already previously been discussed in the example with the bar. However, your two levers or two bones operate the same way, with the rotatory component as well as the parallel component. Depending on the angle of insertion of the muscle, some force is directed to stabilizing or destabilizing the bone. At angles less than 90 degrees, only a little part of the muscle effort will produce rotation, while the major part contributes to joint stability, or the stabilizing component that keeps the joint in place.